half a model of a scheme. And so the door is here, the stairs are there, you go up the stairs, you're upstairs on a loft up here. There's a little, this is all open through here because you have to have headroom there. And then the other half of the building is over here, okay? So the idea is this red here is what would be the section drawing. It's as if you slice the building through the middle and you put red paint on all the surfaces that you cut and then stamp them on the paper. The drawing is just the red and the other stuff that's behind is behind, and we see the edge of it. We see this edge, but we see the thickness here, okay? So that's a section. This is a section model. So we could put this on something.
With the pins.
Yeah, but I don't have long pins right now. I don't know where they are. How about a chair? How about we pull a chair over here? So can you see that if I'm sitting here? Maybe you need to sit back a little bit. So this is a drawing that matches that. So these lines here are these lines here. And over here, we're not cutting through a window, so we don't see the size of the window, but over here we are cutting through the window, so over here we actually see the window. And here's the doorway, there's the doorway, this is a closet right here. And then there's a wall here, this is the bathroom actually right here. So we're cutting through the bathroom, that's the door into the bathroom. And there are the stairs going up behind. We don't actually see those stairs because they're behind, they're back there, and the stairs behind that wall. So I just dashed them in so I could figure out where they were, but there's the stairs that I see through the door. And then it comes to another wall here and the stairs disappear again back here. And then my kitchen is, in this scheme, the kitchen is over here and this is a little desk work area. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. And I thought I was being very clever with turning this around, but I think I really wanna do that.
Are we going to do the section model?
No, you're not gonna do a section model. I did the section model so you could sort of see what I mean when I'm talking about the section drawing. Understand kind of better what it actually represents, but you're not gonna build it. You're gonna build the model complete, but not. I'm sorry, I have to think here for a second. So I'm gonna draw a section that's cutting through. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't know. I can't figure out where to put this. Just gonna put it there and it'll turn out to be wrong. So I'm gonna cut a section through here. I don't want to cut a section through the closet. Maybe I'll cut a section through the bathroom. So I'm looking at the stairs, not seeing this. I didn't ever draw the daybed. The daybed goes there. I'm gonna look at the stairs here. So I'm slicing, and I'm gonna draw a line on here that says where I'm slicing it. And I'm gonna draw that line right there. So I'm slicing through this window, through this wall, through this wall. Oh no, you know what? I'd rather do it through, I'm just gonna do it straight through the stair. I'm gonna make you do your section through the stair.
Do we have to do both sides?
No, you'll draw multiple sections, but if you just draw this one looking that way and looking this way, it doesn't really tell you different information. So you might draw one looking through, cut through here looking that way, and then another one cut through over here looking this way or something. So you do different views, but you don't usually do both because they're usually just pretty much the same. So I'm gonna cut through the stair. So that's the line, that's the red line where the model was cut, okay? So it's cutting through my stair, it's cutting through my bathroom downstairs, it's cutting through my bathroom upstairs, it's looking at the kitchen cabinets, it's right in front of the kitchen cabinets. Don't ever draw through the, cut through the cabinets like that, cut in front of the cabinet. It's also really good to cut through a door, rather than cutting through, like if I cut right here, the drawing is gonna make it look like there's no connection between this room and this room. If I draw it right here, I'm gonna see that there's a door that connects those two spaces. So logically, you pick the location of the section to sort of help you understand the relationship between the spaces. So if there's a door, you probably draw through the door. If there's a window, you probably draw through the window. Let's say, let's just move this a few inches away here. It's that line, not the first one. So I want to be cutting through the window here, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting here and I'm looking this way, and you draw a line and you put an arrow on it that shows which way you're looking. And then I'm gonna pretend that line didn't happen. Okay, so that's my section, but I don't want to draw it right here because then I can't see anything. So I'm going to draw it down here, looking up at where it is up here. So I'm going to take my handy dandy triangle. I'm going to say here's the floor. Oops, floor stops there. And the wall is going up like this and down like that. I don't know, the floor is about a foot thick. I don't really know how thick it is, but I'm going to just say it's a foot thick. So, wall is this thick. And this wall is this thick. And these lines continue because that's the neighbor's apartment downstairs. And the neighbor's apartment upstairs. So, there's the floor. So 17 feet up from there is the ceiling. 15, 16, 17. Kind of unfortunate line's right there, but it is there. Let's just move this down a little bit. Let's say this is the floor. The thickness of the floor is off the paper. So 17 feet up from there is there. So that's our ceiling in that section. And over here we're cutting through the window, and the window is 3 feet off the floor and then 13 feet. So I'm gonna measure 3 feet up and then 13 feet from there. 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not right. Three feet is here. And then 13 feet, 12, 13. Okay. So that's,
The ceiling is 6 inches.
the ceiling is at 17 feet.
I mean the thickness.
Oh, it's probably a foot thick. I don't know how thick it is. I'm not gonna draw it right now because it's right where our section is, and so it will get confusing. So here's the bottom of the window. Here's the top of the window. Here's the wall. And so there's the window opening. Here's the outside of the wall. And then I would draw the window frame again. And the glass again. And then there are the dark pieces here like that. Huh? Yeah, the frame for the window at the top and the bottom is cut just like in the other one. It's cut on the sides. In the plan it's cut on the sides, and this one's cut top and bottom. So that's the window frame at the top and the bottom. That's the glass, that's the edge of the window frame, that's the edge of the window opening. And so we're looking that way. So our stair starts, and the thing is, you put the paper, like ideally I would have moved the footprint, the floor plan up to here, so that I could still use my T-square and my triangle till I get the relationships of things and bring them down, but not have it right underneath my drawing. So I would put the floor plan higher up, and then make sure I had enough room for the 17 feet down here. So on this side it goes through the wall, so nothing shows here, but the stair starts here. And the stair ends here. And my second floor starts here and ends here. And it's at 9 feet up, so I'm gonna measure up 9 feet to there, and it's 1 foot thick. So this should be where the second floor happens. And it should be 8 feet, an 8-foot ceiling. No, I measured wrong. Here's the floor. There's 8 feet. So that's the ceiling. And this is the floor. So I just assumed the floor is a foot thick. So the top of the stair is there, and that means it's right there. And the bottom of the stair is right there. So that's that, and that's that. So my stair goes something like that. And then up here, I'm actually cutting through, stair stops here, I'm actually cutting through the floor here. And I've got a wall here, I guess. Yeah, because it's a bathroom, so there's a wall there. So I'm gonna say this is the floor, and it's solid because it's cut, and it's dark because it's cut. And here's the bathroom wall. Here's the back of the bathroom wall. And I could erase that a little bit there because that's the ceiling. And the bathroom wall is here. Oops, yeah. Upstairs bathroom wall is there, and the door is here in this wall, and it's 7 feet high, so I measure from here. So that's the top of the door, and this is the wall above the door. So when you have a door, there's a wall above the door. That's what this is up here. So I've cut an opening here where the door is. That's lighter because those are just edges. Oh, there's a pin. That's a good pin. If you can hang it with this. I don't know, maybe people can say it. See it on there. So here's where the door opening is. These are the sides of the door opening. This is the part of wall above the door, the part up there. And then this is wall, 'cause that's the bathroom. And then I look at it and I say, well, there's this window right outside the bathroom. Maybe I should put a window in that wall. And this is that thing where the drawing is kind of leading you into more questions. And so then I think, well, maybe I will put a bathroom there. I mean, a window there. I'll put a window there. I'm just not gonna figure it out right now, but I'm gonna write that. So here's the bathroom door, here's the ceiling, here's the stairs. So the stair is going down here. So I'm gonna show you how to draw the stair. And this will make you all crazy. Actually, maybe I'll draw the bathroom first. So the bathroom is downstairs. The little bathroom is downstairs under the stairs. So it's there. And there. And there. So the stair needs some thickness for the structure. Maybe something like, I don't know, 12 inches, 15 inches, something like that. Let's see if I have enough room to draw 15 inches. So I'm gonna go 15 inches like that. So this is that back wall for the toilet. And that's the floor. So then that needs some thickness. And it really helps to draw thickness, partly because it graphically makes it read better, but also it's gonna be there and it's hard to make sure everything works unless you plan for it. So draw the thickness. So this is this wall. And it goes like this. And like this. And if I say I have to have 6'8" here. That's a little tricky because my door doesn't quite fit under there, but maybe I could get away with this being, let's make this a foot thick, I don't know. Just have to be a slightly more fastidious carpenter. So that's my ceiling in there. So now I have 6'8" all the way to there. I could move the door back and have a smaller sink. Move door right, smaller sink. For clearance overhead. Okay, so I want to draw the stairs while you're here. So I know if I did this right, and I did, then I know how big the treads are and how many of them there are and where they are. So I've got all that down here, up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw the risers lightly with construction lines. Then, that's so off. There. So there's the first riser there. There's the next riser. These are down here, but as it goes farther this way, they're gonna get higher and higher, so I'm drawing the line up a little bit higher. So that it'll be there where I need it. But again, it's just a construction line. Okay, so each of those is a stair, a tread. And that's how wide they are. But I don't know how high they are. So basically I have to do the same thing I did when I figured this out. So I'm gonna take, I need to take this dimension, the distance, I'm going up from the floor to the second floor. So I need to take that distance, and I need to divide it into 14, because there were 14 risers. There were 13 treads, 14 risers. So I have to divide the distance from here to here into 14. So, you know, ideally I would go like this and I would go 14, but it isn't gonna be. So I do the same thing. I just spin the ruler around. There's 14 there. So I need to be on this line here. It doesn't matter where on the line I am. I need to be on that line there and at 0 over here. And then I mark each of those increments. Sometimes I'll like use a red pen for one and a blue pen for the other, something just to help keep it separate. Because I end up with weird dots everywhere and don't know which one's which.
Not here.
Okay, so those are the heights of the risers. So I can darken those up. And I'm actually cutting through the stair, because my section is through the stair. Oops. And so this is dark. And at this point, I would start, the drawing would start to sort of make me wonder, well, what are these stairs made out of? What kind of stairs are they? It could be that they're the kind of stairs that it's like, here's one, here's the next one, here's the next one, and they're sticking out from the wall and you can see in between. Or it could be that they're carpeted and we have no idea what's underneath. You know? Now it's starting to make me wonder, well, what am I gonna see? Well, I don't wanna do this because I've got a bathroom in there, so that's obvious. But at some point then I would start to think about how this, you know, what material this is, and if I wanted to draw it so that I could tell what material it was. And then I have to darken up the other treads. Oops. So now I'm looking at the ceiling underneath the stairs. So that's there. Darken that up. And then this. And maybe that's the sink. Maybe I'll go with one of those 9-inch sinks. Maybe I'll go with a 12-inch sink. So that's the sink. And the toilet's over here, and I'm not gonna draw that right now. Anyhow, so there, I'm under the sink, under the stair. How would it work if you guys were gonna try and get your drawings to me? Is there a better technology to use than just taking a picture of it with your phone and emailing it?
Scan
Hmm? But where could you scan it?
We could turn it in on Canvas. We can submit it to you on Canvas.
So that would look like, goes all the way over, goes over to here and then it turns. So I'm gonna take this edge of the counter down here. And then I'm gonna draw my 3-foot counter from the edge of the bathroom wall to there. And, finally giving up. So this, at this point, I'm cutting through this counter. I'm looking at that counter, but I'm cutting through this counter, and I'm actually cutting through the sink. And so I'm gonna show the, here I'm oops, that, not doing very good with this. This is the thickness of the countertop. You almost always in a kitchen, if you're a civilized human being, have an edge with the counter that sticks out, because that way you can brush stuff off into your hand. If this goes straight down, you don't have an edge, it's very hard to scoop stuff off. So you usually have an edge. So that's what that edge is. So I don't know, it's maybe made out of stone, it's maybe made out of plastic laminate, it's maybe made out of corian or something, I don't know what it's made out of. The other thing you usually have is you have a toe kick. You have a space down here like we have over there. It's maybe 4 inches deep and 4 inches high, or 3 and 3, or 4 and 3, I don't know, something. But it's basically so that when you open a cabinet, it doesn't scrape the floor or hit your toes. And it also means that when you're standing at the counter, if you have to, if this goes straight down, then you have to stand back from it like that and lean over, and it's really hard on your back. So you want to be able to put your feet under the counter and stand at it, so that it's less strain on your back. So that is a line down here, and it's an edge, so it's not a cut, so it's a light line. And it goes to there. So that's the toe kick. This is the overhanging counter. Here it starts to be in section, because this part of the cabinet is getting, this part of the counter is cut. So I'm gonna see that as the edge of the lip, and then the face of the cabinet, and then the depth of the toe space. So this is gonna go like that, and like that, and like that, and then I'm gonna draw my sink. Since I've got all those dimensions there, and I like a 7-inch deep sink. Other people like deeper sinks. I find them hard on your back. Plus, I don't like to be made to think I want something more expensive just because it's new and different. And then there's the other side of the sink. So this is the face of the counter, of the cabinets, and I would eventually decide, you know, like I've got the refrigerator here. I drew the cabinet. I forgot about the refrigerator when I drew the cabinet, so the refrigerator goes there. So that's not there. So refrigerator might be, I don't know, 6 something. say it's that high, I have no idea how big it is. So that's my refrigerator. Refrigerators have a toe kit too. Then I have all these cabinets, and my stove is gonna be here. I think I had 2 feet of cabinet, and then I think I had 2'6" of the stove. So that's the stove. This might be a cabinet, so it might be, if you thought this was a cabinet that had one door, and it opened like this, that way, like here it is here, it would be a cabinet door that swung out like that. That would look like, what you do is you draw the hinges, and the hinges are, so I'll divide this in half. That doesn't work. So I find where the middle is, and this is the side where I want the hinges, because I want it to swing out this way. And so then I make a line that goes like this, and it's an abstract line, it's not a real thing. It's a dashed line with a dot. And that indicates a cabinet door that swings, and the hinge is on the side where the point is. Okay, so then this is the stove. Then I have probably more cabinets here, so I might decide I wanted them to be like I have. I have almost 5 feet of cabinet, so if I divide them in thirds, if I divided it in thirds. That would make my cabinet door less than 2 feet. That's a pretty big cabinet door, but, you know, I'm getting tired of this. 18-inch cabinet doors are probably better. Oh, that's not right. That one's not there, it's here. Those aren't right. Anyway, so then I would draw those same things, and I would decide, well, these cabinets should open this way, or this one should open whichever way. And so I would draw those too. So it's just, you know, it's like the drawing is kind of asking you to figure stuff out, and you just let it do that.